Yeah, this is question 21. Okay, question 21 has a triangle. And it extends out a little bit. And there's my arrow. I have U. This is angle T. This is angle R, and this is S. Okay? Now if I read, it says given angle SRT is congruent to angle STR. So I have angle S. I have angle S, T, R, and angle S, R, T are congruent. What does congruent mean? They're equal. So right away, remember, we could put the little mark like that to show that they're equal angles, okay? Then next, it states that the measure of angle SRT. So I have to find SRT. So that means right here is equal to 35. So then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put that in there on your picture. That is equal to angle, or that is 35 degrees. Is everybody with me so far? Okay, then you have the next angle, which is angle STU. So I have angle STU. So what do I know about that angle when I say angle STU? What kind of angle is that going to look like if we're just looking? Obtuse. So remember, I'm looking at the outside angle this time. So this time it says that STU is equal to 5x. Is everybody with me so far? Okay. What do I know about this angle STR? What do I know how many degrees that is? 35. Why is it 35, Josh?
Because it's parallel to...
Not parallel. Congruent. Good use of vocabulary. So I know that's 35 degrees. So knowing that angle is 35, that outside angle is 5x, can I find x? Yeah, what do I have to do, Mark? Add the 35 and 5x and set it equal to what? 180. You only have two choices when dealing with those parallel lines and stuff. They're either adding up and equal to 180, or they are what to each other? Congruent or equal. So you're either going to have angles that are equal or added together equal 180. So remember that. What do I do first to solve? Subtract 35 from both sides. This goes away. Okay? Bring this whole thing down, which creates a 5x, and it's positive, equals, and then I have 180 minus what? 35? 145. Why do you guys keep saying 45? Oh. Now what? Divide by 5. What kind of 5 am I dividing by? Look at it. It's a positive 5. So 145 divided by 5 is 29. Now let's go back to the original question. Find the value of x. Did I find the value of x? Yes. So my answer is C. Okay, let me start. Okay, question 20. Okay, again, I'm dealing with a triangle. This one's a little backwards compared to the one we just did. It's 65 degrees up here. This is x degrees. and this one is 129 degrees. Okay, and the question is find x. Does anybody know what the first thing is that I could do to find x?
You gotta find that missing angle.
I could find this angle here. Let's give it a y so that I know what I'm looking for. What do I know about that obtuse angle of 129 and that y?
You could subtract 129 from 180.
I could subtract 129 from 180, but what is the official way that we do that? What's the proper equation?
65.
What about 129,
Minus y.
not minus,
Plus y.
plus y equals what?
180.
180. That's the way that they want to see it on the EOC. But we know that as subtracting 129 from 180, because that's what we're doing. That was a beautiful 9. Y equals 180 minus 129, 51. Okay, so I found y. So let's get rid of this and let's put it in. Let's fix that. Let's not fix that. Now I know that angle is 51 degrees. Can I find x now? What do I do?
You add 60. You do 65 plus 51 equals.
What?
No, I think I did that wrong.
No, but we can find out what's 65 plus 51. What's 5 plus 1?
6.
116. Good job. Now, I know that both those angles together equals 116. How many degrees are in a triangle?
180.
180. So what am I going to do now?
You're going to subtract 116 from 180.
Good job, Josh. Subtract 116 from 180. I get 64 degrees. And that's what I get for x. Did I answer the question? What was the original question? Find x. So x is 64 degrees, which is B.
Give me more cups.
Okay, question 28. So I have my transversal going like this time. It's not going up and down. Then I have lines, 3 of them. And my picture says that this is P, this is Q, this is R. This is 7x plus 5 for that angle. This is 9x plus 3 for that angle. And this angle is 10y plus 2. And the question asks me to find out what the value of y has to be for this conjecture to be true of all 3 of those lines being parallel. So right away it tells me line P is parallel to line Q. So we go ahead and draw our little arrows so that we remember those 2 lines are parallel. Then Megan makes a conjecture that line P is also parallel to line R. Now we learned a theorem that tells us that if line P is parallel to line Q and line Q is parallel to line R, then that means line P is going to be parallel to line R, meaning all 3 lines are parallel to each other. So it does not matter what I prove R being parallel to, either P or Q, it'll be right and prove that final answer. What is the first thing I have to find? X. What do I know about this angle and this angle? Not equal to 180. They're on our F line. Remember, Miss Moon came over and told us that if I have an F, and then I have this angle here, and I have this angle here, that those 2 are congruent. Okay? So when 2 angles are congruent, how could I solve for x? What do I set them? Not to 180. What's the other option?
90.
Not 90.
So there's two.
They're equal. They're, good job, Mark. So I have 7x plus 5 equals 9x plus 3. We did a problem exactly like this on the board. And remember I said on the EOC, you're going to have multiple step equations. This is more of what you're going to see than a lot of the other stuff. You're not going to see just 2 parallel lines. You're going to see at least 3. You're going to have at least 1 transversal, but more likely more than 1 transversal. So now how do I solve for x? Remember I have, oh, that's an equal sign. Subtract 7x. Good job, Mark. From both sides. And remember, I can only combine things that also have an x. So I'm going to get rid of that because 7x minus 7x is no x's. Then I'm left with plus 5 equals 9x minus 7x is 2x. Good job, Josh. Plus that 3. Remembering that my goal in the end is to have this all by itself over here so that I can divide by 2 and be left just with x. So what am I going to get rid of next?
3.
That 3, because I want that 2x to still be there so I can get rid of that 2 in a minute.
So it'll be,
And then 3 minus 3 is nothing. So that leaves me with 5 minus 3 being 2 equals 2x. Now what? Now I'm going to go ahead and divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then here I have again 2 divided by 2 being 1 equals x. Did that answer my question? No, because my question asks me for what is y. Okay? Now, what do I know about this angle and this angle? I add them together, they equal 180. So let's go ahead and find out what that angle is. What am I going to do to find that angle?
subtract.
Plug in that.
Plug in that x. Good job, Amber. 9 times 1 plus 3. What's 9 times 1? 9. Plus 3 equals 12. So that angle is equal to 12 degrees. Okay? So I have 12 degrees, and then you guys told me before that I'm going to take that angle plus the 10y plus 2 angle, and it equals what?
180.
Good job, Josh. 180.
Wouldn't y
Huh?
for y, like 10y plus 2, wouldn't y go away?
No, because we found x. We didn't find y. There's no other y's to do anything with to try to find a y. Okay? And I have to get rid of one of the variables in order to do anything because I can't combine an x and a y without multiplying. You understand? Okay. Beautiful. Now, the biggest mistake I see when people are solving for a variable is that they forget that I'm going to take whatever is on the same side of the equal sign, and I'm going to do the math that I see before me. So I have 12 plus 2, which is 14. I have 14 plus 10y equals 180.
Subtract 14.
Good. I'm going to subtract the 14 because that's going to make that 14 go away. And I have to move up a little bit because I can't move my paper up. So I'm going to have 180 minus 14, which is 166. So I get 10y equals 166. Now what?
Subtract and divide 1 by 10.
Divide both sides by 10.